Well, welcome back to Bitter-Swede Garage. Today, I'm gonna be working on this again, the Falcon. So, I was pretty excited. I got plates for it yesterday and insurance. I was kind of putting that off. It's super cheap, but so am I. Anyway, my brakes are sticking a little bit. I'm pretty sure that it's my push rod on the master cylinder, so I'm gonna take that apart. I got another one coming, it's like a universal one. So anyway, we'll dig into it and see what we find.
That's what we're after. I think I can get this out without pulling the master cylinder off, but we'll see. All right, trying to get this pin out. Oh, it slides off. Okay, the pin doesn't come out. The push rod slides off the back of the pedal, or off that pin. So yeah, I think, okay, I got my switch off. That looks fine, I guess. And all right, got it out. All right, so I'm holding the pedal all the way up, so depressed. And then this is making contact with the plunger. And so the only way to get it on there was to push it in. So basically my brakes were just engaged, about halfway the whole time I was driving it around. So that explains why I had the hot molten metal smell, which is always a good sign. So I got an adjustable one coming from the Amazons. Hopefully be here tomorrow and I can put that in, and hopefully we'll be back to cruising it tomorrow. And we're back, and thanks to the power of editing and Amazon 2-day shipping, it's the next day. I got the part we need. It's an adjustable push rod for the master cylinder. Let's throw it on there. See what happens. All right, so I got this one adjusted. I had to trim some extra off because it was way too long. And when I figured out that I got all the slop out, I realized it's the same length, but this one slid into the cylinder, the master cylinder, a lot easier into the plunger. I realized it was the end, so this fit in there way easier. So I just beveled the end of this, so it was the same diameter as this. So now the original one slides in there better, and it's less bulky than this nut and everything, which I think would wear out the boot. Plus the end was, it's got a little extra on the back end, and that's where the brake light switch goes. So you can see this one's a little, just slightly shorter. So, but 10 bucks, I'll use it for something. So we'll go back with the original, but now it fits in the master cylinder. Well, I'm back on the Falcon. It's the next day, day 3 of dealing with these brakes. Sometimes you just gotta step back and, you know, sleep on it, ponder for a while. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that master cylinder. I think it was all having to do with that push rod being too big, the wrong push rod. So I got the brake lights to turn off now, but I think I was riding around basically with the brakes depressed just a little bit. Of course, they got hot, heats up the fluid, expands, and then it was pushing against the brake pedal switch. So now that I have the push rod all the way into the back of the master cylinder, I shouldn't have that
a problem. I also learned you gotta have a little bit of wiggle room, just a little, on your pedal to the push rod to allow for expansion. So I'm just gonna put it back together, bleed the brakes, and send it. Alrighty, got the brakes bled back together. I put a new ground cable, you know, so I know the difference between the two. Anyway, let's slam the hood here, and let's take it out for a spin. All right, it's been sitting a couple days, so see if it starts. There she goes. First try. I'll be right back.
That's what I think about dynamic shots, only having one camera. You gotta keep coming back.
A little walk around outside. Unfortunately, it is overcast. You can't really see the metallic in the paint, but still a fun little car. Let's. There she goes. Run again. I wish I would have brought a window crank with me. It's not warm out, but it's running great. Time on the interstate in probably, I don't know, at least 20 years. It's chugging right along. My speedometer's about 10 off. Let's see if we can get around this semi. Yeehaw! Man, this thing runs surprisingly smooth. Watch out! She gets you. Bring her down. Down to 65. Don't want to overdo it. Temperature staying normal. I don't have an oil gauge, I just have an idiot light, and so far I'm not an idiot. I guess I have oil. Here's a good place to check my brakes. Oh yeah. Seem to be braking just fine. Home again, jiggity wiggity. All right, well, the brakes are working great. It runs really good. It shifts great. It cruises down the road going 65, no problem. 70 if you want to. 85, I wouldn't recommend it. Things start to shake. But yeah, it's just a solid little car. Hopefully next up, we'll be finishing up the door panels soon, so we'll get those installed. And thanks for checking it out. We'll see you later.